So in this problem, we need to determine the equation of a circle that is tangent to both the axes at the distance of 6 units from the origin. So let's try to understand this problem first. So here we have a Cartesian coordinate system with the x and the y axis. We have to consider a circle which is tangent to both the axes, meaning it touches both the axes. So one possibility will be, so let's consider our first quadrant where both x and y are positive. So we will draw a circle that touches the y-axis as well as the x-axis. So this is one possibility, and it's given here that the point where it touches is 6 units away from the origin. So that means this point is 6 units away from the origin, as well as the point along the y-axis that's also 6 units away from the origin. So this is one possibility. The other possibility being we can consider a circle in the second quadrant. So this is going to be the other possibility. In this case as well, the circle is touching the y-axis at a point 6 units from the origin. It's also touching the x-axis at a point 6 units from the origin. Similarly, we can have a circle in the third quadrant with the same conditions. And similarly, we can have another circle in the fourth quadrant that also meets the given criteria. So let's deal with number 1 only. So in this case, we have a circle. We'll need the information about the center as well as the radius of the circle in order to determine its equation. For that, let's use the standard equation or the standard form of a circle. Let's first specify it. Let's say we have a circle whose center has the coordinate h, k and the radius given by r units. Then the standard form of a circle is given by this particular equation where we have x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared equals to r squared. Meaning, in order to, since we are considering the circle in the first quadrant, if we want to find out this equation, we need the information about its center, the coordinate of the center, as well as the radius of the circle. So let's try to find out the radius of this particular circle. Now it's quite clear here. So what we'll do, we will drop a perpendicular from the center point. Let's call the center as C, from the center to the x-axis. So this perpendicular, what's the length? This is also going to give us the radius of the circle, and we know that this is going to be 6 units because this is 6 units. So our y coordinate is going to be 6 units. This means this is the radius. So we can also define the radius as this particular distance, which is the perpendicular distance from the center to the y-axis. If we know this distance, we can immediately say that the y-x coordinate is also going to be 6 units. So that means the coordinate of the center will be the center. We are in region number 1. The center will be, so we know that we need h, k, that's the coordinate. So this is nothing but 6, 6, which tells us that the value of h will be 6 and the value of k will be 6. Also, we have defined the radius, so our radius comes out to be 6 units as well. Hence, we can say that the equation will be x minus h. So h value is going to be 6. We have x minus 6 whole squared added to y minus k. So k is also 6. Y minus 6 whole squared equals to 6 squared. So this is going to be the equation of the circle that touches both the x-axis as well as the y-axis at a point 6 units from the origin. Fine. So what about the equation of the circle in the second quadrant? So for the second quadrant, that's very simple. We'll have to find out the coordinate. Since we are on the negative x-axis, the x coordinate is going to be negative 6 and the y coordinate will be positive 6. In the third quadrant, the center of the circle is going to be, we have negative 6, negative 6. The radius is going to be 6. Now coming to the fourth circle, the coordinate of the center is going to be positive 6. The x coordinate is positive because we are lying on the positive x-axis, and the y coordinate value will be negative 6 since we are on the negative y-axis. So now that we have the center and the radius is going to be 6 in each of the cases, we can easily define the standard form of each of the circle. So I'll note down number 2. So the equation will be x minus of minus 6. So we have x plus 6 whole squared plus y minus 6 whole squared equals to 6 squared. So I'll leave equation number 3 and equation number 4 as an exercise for you to try out. So this is the solution to a given problem.